Hi, English 9 and pre-AP 9. Depending on how far we get, this is your video for Monday, September the 8th. Phones are locked up, your entry task is started, and let's get started on the content. Today we're going to structure our learning and figure out how to organize ourselves, work on following the directions as given, taking some notes, clarifying the differences among and between memoirs, autobiographies, and biographies. We're going to learn a couple of new definitions, frame, story, and vignette. And I need to change this to refresh our understanding of nouns. Didn't get to verbs, and we didn't get very far on even that for 9, Gen Ed 9. All right, so get out your English binder, or you're going to at least need some paper. I've always got extra, and we're going to do 4 sections in our binder. So have a Post-it note hanging out the side, one section for reading. I'll tell you where things go. One for writing, one for grammar, one for vocabulary, and we're going to jump into taking some notes in our reading section. Cornell notes are preferred. These notes are yours. I will be grading some small sections, but you're responsible for the content and how much information you need. This is being college and career ready. For some of you, we may be using notes on some of the formative assessments. That means the ones before the final. For hints on grammar, leave out the adjectives, adverbs, articles, and conjunctions when you take notes. There is a video. If you are watching this and you aren't here, I would watch the video about why and how we take Cornell notes. But I'm going to skip that for this video because you can watch it when I post the slides. All right, so create a Cornell page. In the video, it'll walk you through drawing lines on a piece of lined paper, the important ones being one all the way across the paper, a couple of lines down from the top, one that divides off about the same distance at the bottom, and then this line here that connects those two, I don't know, not quite 1/4 of the way in. So you're going to need room for topic or objective. You're going to need to write down the essential question. If I have you hand your notes in, please write your name, the class period, and the date. The important part, if you're actually using your notes, is to put the date on there. If you're handing them in, the name will be important for me, but you're going to need to know the date so you can go back and look. All right, so the notes you're going to be taking, the topic or objective at the top are memoirs, autobiographies, and biographies. And if you need to hit pause, go for it. If you are ready to go on, the essential question that you're writing up at the top of your paper is, what is the difference between memoirs, autobiographies, and biographies? Just as a side note, there are, and I need to change this, it's not root words, it's going to be prefixes. Here, I'll go do that now. They're prefixes that you have supposedly studied at some time in your language learning, your schooling. These are things that are on the front of the words. Auto means self. Bio is life. Graph is right. Mem is like memory. So those are all good things that you can use to apply to these definitions. It's just great use of skill levels and different things to help you remember. We'll be taking notes from the following slides. I do have slides in Spanish. I'm sorry, some videos in Spanish if you're a Spanish speaker and want to get your information in Spanish. Compare and contrast. The one we're really going to be studying and learning about in this unit is a memoir. It's a nonfiction piece. It's written about a small time frame in a person's life, and it's usually written by the person, him or herself. Compare that with a biography, also nonfiction. It's also true. It is written about a person's life by another person, and it usually covers the entire life. An autobiography, by contrast, is still compare similarity, nonfiction. It's true. It is written about a person's life, as all of these are, but it's written about the person's whole life by the person, him or herself. So, some of the ways these are alike: a memoir and an autobiography is usually written by the author themselves. Biography, written by another person. Biography and autobiography, it's about the person's entire life, whereas a memoir is more of a little snapshot. Let's see. Memoirs and autobiographies are frequently in first person point of view. We. Biography, third person point of view. He, she, they, etc. Let's see. Biographies and autobiographies are generally chronological. They follow a timeline that starts at a particular time, maybe birth, and goes to their death, as an example. Memoir may be chronological, or it might jump around. It might start in their old age and flash back to when they were younger, might hit some places in the middle, so it can jump around. Autobiographies and biographies tend to have less figurative language. They tend to be a little less poetic, whereas a memoir has more figurative language and is more poetic. So I would put these all in the notes column of my Cornell notes. I'll go back and show you where that goes. No, I didn't want to go backwards. It's going to talk at you, and I don't want it to. Go back. I'm going to have it escape. Yeah, story of my life, technology. Maybe, I don't know why it's out of the frame. Don't want that. Here it is. It's way down here. I don't know how I got there. Go back. All right, so where you're writing all of this is over here in this section in your notes. There are questions. Over here you might want to write, when you get this all down, what is a memoir? What is an autobiography? What is a biography? And there will be other questions that we add in a bit. A frame story. I may take this video out, but it's good for extra review and for accelerating yourself if you're interested. I'll skip it. So the definition of a frame story, and this goes in your notes as well. And the question in the Q column, the far right left column, is going to be, what is a frame story? Your definition is going to be a literary technique in which one main story frames or sets the stage for one or more other related stories. If you need to pause the video to write that down, go for it. I'm going to go ahead and go forward. A memoir is a narrative. It's a story written from the perspective of the author about an important part of their life. And we need to know the word vignette. A vignette is a series of short scenes, mostly descriptive with very little plot development. It's like a little snapshot. So one of the things we're going to be reading is, it's got a frame story, and I'll tell you more about that maybe Wednesday. And it's just a series of short stories, just super short, about what's going on in this neighborhood. It doesn't have a lot of development. You don't know a lot about the characters. It's just a quick reporting, and it's basically like a snapshot or a photograph instead of a movie. Go through your notes. Make sure you've got them all. Go back if you need to. Share your Cornell notes and see if everybody else has the same things you do. We have some grammar notes we're taking today. You don't need to write this down, but this is where we're going to be going. And there's another section in your notebook. Go to a grammar section. It's going to be the fourth section. If you're taking a language class, you're going to need this stuff. Okay, your topic on your page is going to be parts of speech, the noun. Your central question is going to be, what is a noun? What kinds of nouns are there, and how are they used? And I've got a grammar reference linked in here. Parts of speech. You don't have to write these down unless you're really a language person. Parts of speech, parts of the sentence. Parts of speech are like your name. And the parts of the sentence are like your positions in the family. Okay, there's about, depends on which kind of grammar you're studying, 9-ish parts of speech: nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections, and articles. And these were the notes for that. Definition you're going to need: a noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. There's some examples in here. Nouns are often used with an article like the, a, or an, but not always. An example is like the school or the school. Proper nouns always start with a capital letter: North, Kitsap, high school. Common nouns do not. They start with a lowercase letter, like school. They can be singular or plural. Singular like school, plural like schools. They can be concrete, like the word school. You can touch a school. It's a physical thing. Or they can be abstract, like happiness. They show possession by adding an S, like Martha's school. Parts of the sentence, those who want to accelerate. Nouns get used in many different roles in a sentence. A noun can be a subject, a direct object, an indirect object, a subject complement, or an object of the preposition. That's just for those of you. Here's an example. The young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher. Then she quickly disappeared. Oh my. Girl is a noun. Letter is a noun. Teacher is a noun. Those are all actually concrete. They are all singular. They are all, I said concrete. Anyway, there you go. So 2 minutes to think, digest, and then this is where we're probably going to pick up tomorrow. So don't panic about this. We're going to do some practice with it. And that's what we got to today. Yeah, have a good one.